All right, what's up, everybody? First one in the chat is Brandon Rogers. What's up, man? What's up, Kareem? Josh Burden, the Fitness King, Little Shit 69, Alex Beach. What is up? AJ Saucy in the building, Gator Chomp, OG Broken Games, Bradley Rorick with the what do you call this? I do it all the time. The shocker. I don't know. Matthew, Joseph, Robert, Lawrence, Clayton, Jacob the Kid. What's up, man? What do you think about Minshew's new look? Does Minshew have a new look? What is he? Oh, you're talking about how he's all swole. I mean, it's good, but you know, every quarterback is out there working hard right now, so you can't read too much into these different workout videos that they put out. Devin, Kevin, what is up? So I know it's been a little while since I've gone on here and made a video or done a live stream, but you know, a bunch of things going on. Obviously, first of all, there's really not much going on in football. I mean, between the NFL draft and the start of training camp, there's really not much going on, especially right now when like everything's virtual. These OTAs are virtual, and all that stuff. There's just nothing going on. So that, and I just started a new job this week, so I've been busy doing that. I'm also in grad school right now, so I'm busy doing grad school stuff, just regular school. I'll have to take a break just because of school's expensive. So once this class is over at the end of July, I'll really be able to go back out there and really push out a lot of videos. But a lot going on with life. But I figure I'd take some time off and just do an hour-long live stream or however long this might be. I can kind of talk to you guys. We can, I haven't talked Jaguars really in a while, but season is kind of right around the corner. Whatever the season will be. Obviously, it's June right now, June 10th. Usually training camp starts at the end of July, and then shortly after training camp, is when the season, is when preseason starts and, all that stuff. Sailor Girl, I'm trying to get my CPA license. So it's not really an MBA, but I have to get like graduate level classes to be able to sit for the CPA. So that's what I'm doing. Adrian says, thoughts on the Jets? The Jets are just the Jets. I mean, we'll see with Adam Gase, and I'm not big on Sam Darnold, so I don't believe in the Jets a lot. But they're a lot like the Jaguars, I'll believe in them once they do something. MLG says, how did you become a Jaguar fans? Well, it's pretty easy. I grew up in Jacksonville. I grew up in Fleming Island, Florida, which is a suburb southwest of Jacksonville. And I am a Jaguar fan because Jacksonville is my home. Even though I've been living in Orlando since 2012, Jacksonville will always be home. I went to a lot of training camps back in the day, met a lot of players, and I'll be a fan for my whole entire life. So Sailor Girl says he's hiring Fortune 500. All right, they are hiring. I just got a job this week, so I'm not looking around anywhere. Jacob the Kid says, that is Clay County. It is Clay County. Hey, Sports Fury, what's up, man? You're both in here? Oh, man. Now the nerves are starting to come. Now I'm getting flustered for words. I don't really know what to say. I feel like I should be in a Zoom meeting, like me right here, and another UCF Jaguar over there. But, hey, welcome to the stream. You're always welcome in here. You or Josh or Sean. I appreciate both of you guys. Kenny Williams, what's good, UCF? You the man, bro. No, you the man, Kenny. Christian says, what will be the QB situation be? Do you think the draft will be key for the offense next year? The key for the Jaguars is Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew, of course, everyone puts us in, the tank for Trevor category. But at the end of the day, we are going to rise or fall with Minshew. If Minshew develops the way we really wanted him to, then the Jaguars, the Jaguars could be decent. They could make a playoff run, especially if, the rookie class does well, we stay healthy. But, at the end of the day, we're probably like I think we're like a 5-11, 6-10 team. So I don't know, but that Gardner Minshew like is literally the key for 2020 for us this year. Um, Jacob says, "What do you think about medical cannabis for athletes that need it for CTE?" I think it should absolutely be legalized. They're not testing for marijuana anymore, but they need to. Marijuana isn't bad. Of course, you don't want your 15, 16-year-old kid doing it, but and people can abuse that, but people can abuse alcohol, people can abuse prescription gloves, drugs. It's a natural thing. So 4 on 4 off. What is up, man? Robert GI, DD Westbrook 2020 stats. I'm predicting 400 to 800 yards. You? That's probably around that range. I would say 625, maybe more. I like him. He's a good tough receiver. I actually have 3 jerseys of his. And in case you don't know, I interviewed DD Westbrook on my channel about 2.5 years ago. So, I know I've had a lot of subscribers since then, but I have interviewed DD Westbrook on my channel before. Devontae, but what if we fall? Do you think Doug could leave if Gardner fails? It all depends. It all of course, a lot of people say, "What do you think our record has to be for the coaching staff to be fired?" It's just all about how it looks. Do we go 6-10 and we get really injured, and then Gardner Minshew isn't that great, or do we go 2-14 and just look horrible? It's all about just how it looks. David Neal, what do you think about Richardson switching to left tackle? Do you think he could challenge Cam Robinson? Yeah, at this point, I'm not big on Cam Robinson, and he's entering his contract year. So let's see what we have out of Will Richardson. What do we? There's really no hurt in that, and if you don't believe in, let's see what we have out of Will Richardson, and then we have to know, okay, is this a position that we really need to address? Because I'm not. Cam Robinson is just too sketchy for me. He's kind of a hothead, and he did not do very good last year. So I know he was kind of coming back from an injury, but I'm not a huge fan of him. Zach Cianon says, Duval all day, day. Jacksonville born and raised. Hopefully we can keep the team. Yeah, you know it. We'll keep the team. Julian says, do you think Chark can make the Pro Bowl? Oh yeah. He made the Pro Bowl last year. Why not again? You know what I mean? Gardner Minshew knows how to throw it up to him. Antonia says, I'm more afraid of going 7-9 or 8-8 and no change after the season. Yeah, it's weird because, every team, if they're going through what we're going through, which is a rebuild, it's generally under a whole new coaching staff. But right now, it's like, how can you expect Doug Marrone to win with the roster? How can you expect to do that? Jay says, yo, what's up, UCF? Do you think Laviska Shenault will make it to the starting lineup? Absolutely. I think he will be. And if not, wide receivers rotate a lot. Charlie Boy says, what are your thoughts on the Jan situation? I think Jan, his best, his most likely situation to get traded are 2 things. One, at the trade deadline, and a team, they need an edge rusher to go to the next level, they feel. Or 2, next year. Next offseason. And right now, the cap situation is looking weird next year. There's a lot of teams that are probably going to have to cut a lot of players. It's the reason why there's a lot of 1-year deals being handed out and not a lot of major contracts this offseason. It's because they are, it's got the cap is sketchy next year. That's why, there's guys like Clowney. That's why Clowney doesn't have a new deal yet. And it's why Jan might have to sit for a little bit. He's not going to be able to, no team right now is going to be able to reach his number. And I guess it's unfortunate for him. But with what he's put out on Twitter, you can't really feel all that bad for him. We got 50 people in here, man. Be sure to drop a like for me. I'd really appreciate it. Sky High Brooks says Chris Conley is a secret tool. He had 775 yards. Did he have that many yards last year? I don't doubt it. Yeah, I like Chris Conley. And of course, Chris Conley was pretty outspoken at the recent rally at the protest the Jaguars had. No, he's a good, smart dude. You always like guys like that because in the past they brought in, I remember the year before they brought in Dante Moncrief, who, that guy got cut by the Steelers mid-season. Veterans like that don't just get cut in the middle of the year, but he did, and he was just such a lazy route runner. Zach says, do you think we should keep our head up with the team because there's a lot happened after Willis made it to the Super Bowl. What's after this season? I mean, a lot's changed in 3 years, man. I mean, we are completely new. We can't even compare ourselves to 2017 because we are a completely new team. Urinating Tree made a video recently about the 2017 Jags, including the fan base. What are your experiences with our Jags fans, a person online? I think Jags fans are great. I mean, Jags fans are. I mean, obviously, I have over 8,000 subscribers only talking about the Jags. Jags fans, there's this myth out there that Jags fans like don't support the team, they don't go to games. Look, if the Jags are winning, we go to games, but there's not a lot of incentive to go to games when they're just losing all the time. In September it's so hot. Later on in the year, I know with myself, I didn't go to the last 2 home games because why should I go? Why should I go to the LA Chargers game? Why should I have gone to the Colts game in week 17? I live in Orlando. That's like a 2.5 hour drive just to, see us put a pit. I remember last year, after that pitiful performance they put up against the Buccaneers, I'm like, all right, I'm done going to Jags games this year. I spend my time. I drive down to Orlando I drive up to Jacksonville just to see a product like this. It's just not worth it. But I've been to great games, great Jaguar games. Really, the Jaguars being great, there's no better feeling, honestly, than being so excited for Sunday because Jaguars are in true playoff contention. The games matter. You get to go to the games. Like, I just remember the Seahawks game in 2017. I always talk about it because, I mean, that's what I had to go back to, being the 26-year-old person that I am and not really experiencing a lot of success for the Jaguars. Like, during the 90s, I was 4, 5, 6 years old. So I didn't experience that. I experienced a little bit of, 2007 and 2008, but I was in like junior high back then. Now that I'm an adult, now I can really appreciate the great times when it comes to the Jaguars actually doing good and winning. But, I want it to be back. I want winning football back. And guess what? I'll be on this earth for a long time. They're never going to lose me unless they decide to go to London. Then I had the real decision to make. But, it's whatever. Matthew says, been a Western New York Jags fan since 1997. I think this year will be my first home game. Sick of seeing them at Bills games. Oh, so you're going to go down to Jacksonville? Good stuff. Wait till go in October, November. Weather will be a little bit better. Devontae, who do you think will stand out most on the offensive side? DJ, DD, Fournette, Tyler, or Gardner? I guess stand out. I guess one of the most intriguing players to me is Tyler Eifert because, last year was his first year fully healthy. And guess what? When this guy is healthy and when he's being utilized correctly, he is a great tight end. Outstanding tight end. And, a lot of people, he didn't get that big of a contract, obviously, because not a lot of people really believe in him. But, just because of the injury and stuff. But, hey, if he stays healthy and, Jay Gruden can bring him back to his, his Cincinnati form, during the beginning of his career, he could be a real X factor. And last year we were so bad in the red zone. Now we have a true red zone target with him, with Josh Oliver coming back. We have, Colin Johnson, who's, 6'6" or 6'7". So we've got some stuff. Gator Chomp, hopefully Tyler Eifert will stay healthy. That's the big thing, man. Alex Beach, who's going to be the wide receiver 2 behind Chark? Well, we drafted Laviska Shenault in round 2, so let's hope he can develop into that. Of course, sometimes wide receivers take a little bit to, get into the swing of things, but I don't know. That's kind of who I'm hoping. Let's see. Armstead stays running back 2. Let me see. All right, Armstead. I would say Chris Thompson is going to be it. All right, guys. So right now, somebody is kind of raffling off. I don't know if you guys know about these razzes, but there's this Jaguars buy, sell, and trade page on Facebook. I can paste a link to it below. But, people usually do different raffles and stuff in there. I have never done it, but there was a full-size Jaguar helmet of Gardner Minshew being raffled off. 10 spots at $25 each, so I put a spot in. They're about to do a drawing, so hey, maybe you guys will see me live react to winning a Gardner Minshew signed helmet. I probably won't get it, but hey, I thought those stakes were decent enough. But I think Chris Thompson takes over Raquan Armstead for running back too. I just kind of like him a little bit more. Owen says, I'll sometimes watch 2017 to 2018 playoff games. He says, I absolutely love seeing them succeed. Yeah, man. I like that too. Robert says, get him the helmet. Yeah, if I get the helmet, you guys will see it in the background of videos. That's for damn sure. All right, let's see. All right, it says they're live right now. Julian says, what do you think about week 1? We haven't lost to Colts at home since 2014. Haven't lost them for 2 seasons. That'll be a good game, right? Well, it's interesting. We are very good at home against the Colts, but we also suck against Phillip Rivers. So what's going to outweigh what? We'll see. We'll see what outweighs what. But hopefully we do good. I guess that's a good start, right? You know, starting off at home. It's weird because I'm pretty sure we start the year with the Colts in week 1, and then we end with the Colts in week 17, if I'm not mistaken. That's, let me see if I'm right. Why do I feel like I'm wrong? Jaguars 2020 schedule. Let's see. Yeah, we end with them. That's so crazy. 16 weeks between. I know last year it was like 8 weeks apart, but oh my God, it looked like 2 different teams, or 4 different teams, I should say. Like the Colts dominated us the first time we played, and they had I think 2 100-yard rushers, and then at the very, and then they just destroyed us. And at the very end of the year, we killed them. It was our only double-digit victory. It was pretty wild. All right, let's see. Let's see if I got this. All right, let's see if I won this thing. Bear with me. All right, so here we are. I don't know if you guys can see. Let's see. I'm Dalton. That's my real name. All right, come on. Let me get it. Oh, damn, I was 1 off. Oh. Oh wait, no, they're still doing it. I guess I don't know how this works. What? What is this? Hold on. I don't understand what just happened here. I have no idea if I won or not. Rashawn says, sub UCF repping the Jags from Titan Country. Oh, that sucks. I feel bad for you. I could not imagine being around Titans fans. I hear Nashville's very nice. I would hate to be around. Oh, God, I hate. And it also Titans fans, man. Titans fans are the worst. Oh, my gosh. I'm sorry. Shouts out to you, man. Oh, did I get a donation? Let me see. Tekken is my world. Appreciate the $2 donation. I completely missed that. Shout out to Tekken. I saw Tekken is my world. He messaged me to meet up at the Jags game in Denver. And I was like, yeah, man, we'll figure out somewhere to meet. He's like, where are you sitting? I'm like, I'm in here. He's like, oh, I'm in that section too. And I turned around. He's like 2 rows behind me. That was pretty funny. But hey, shout out. Thanks for a $2 donation. Ellie says, what up, UC Jaguar? Duval Titans suck. Yeah, they do. Yes, they do. All right. Sewer Gamer Boy, Titans fans are dicks. Yeah, they are. And they'll message me really mean stuff on Twitter. I just don't understand. It's it'll be like YouTubers or bloggers, and it's like, dude, we're all independent creators. Like, how can you just go out to someone and say, oh, your content is horrible? Like, that's not talking shit. That's kind of personal, isn't it? Thoughts on safeties? Our safeties? I think our safeties are bad, I'll be honest with you. I think Jared Wilson can be upgraded, and I think Ronnie Harrison is overrated, quite frankly. Think back. Think about any highlight that Ronnie Harrison has done. I know everyone likes him. He's from Alabama. But what highlight? Think about any Ronnie Harrison highlight. I don't think you can. But yeah, we got 46 people in here. Be sure to drop a like. I can't wait for football season to be back, guys. Live reacting to games. It'll be great. David Neal, do you think we will finally see the teal on teal for the Thursday night game against Miami? I hope. I hope. That'd be great. That's the only combination we haven't seen. What did I can say? Yeah, I remember that LOL. I also remember that one time where there was that one Bronco fan. Oh my God, no. I was talking so much shit to Broncos fans. And one guy, I thought was gonna fight me, but I'm gonna get somebody will eventually punch me at an away game. Because I provoke people and I have fun and I like to talk shit, and it sucks. I love talking shit. But with the Jaguars, you kind of can't. So I gotta be like, I gotta wait. Because who can I really talk shit to? Hey, Colts fans. Hey, Colts fans, you haven't beat us in Jacksonville since 2014. Woo! What else do we have? I don't know. I don't know what else. Like, what do we have? We'll get stuff soon, guys. Stay patient. They say good things come to those who wait. Ratchet says, what do you think of Buffalo keeping Jake Fromm? I mean, their decision. I forget what he said. He said, like, racist stuff, right? Something about, like, white empowerment or something. I don't know. It's, I don't know. Racism is sickening to me, and I just try to, I just don't like thinking about it. I know it's bad to not think about it. I should be, I should take it all in, but you guys know my stance on it all. It's bad. And at this point, you can't just be, you can't just be not racist. You have to be anti-racism. So you have to really speak out against it. Owen says, Josh Allen, unique, and Shaq could be a dominant force. Yeah, that's going to be cool, man. I'm glad we got, I think Shaq Quarterman can be a real sleeper. That's for sure. He's got to get his speed up a little bit, but other than that, man, he's a good player. Jay Killing says, bring back touchdown Tommy. Yeah, I mean, I think it's easier to kind of just use a tight end as fullback. This year, who would our tight end at full? Probably Tyler Davis, the big ol' tight end we got in the 7th round out of Georgia Tech. Jack says, please do for the Colts' sake. Alex says, do you think Unique will play this year? I do not think so. I don't think so. What's called? Someone says, Owen says, don't forget K'Lavon Chaisson. I'm excited about K'Lavon Chaisson. He was, he was one of my guys. It was cool because someone commented, because I made a video about first round scenarios for the Jaguars. Hold on. I made a video about first round scenarios for the Jaguars, before the draft. And I basically said, I was like, I have a feeling the Panthers are going to steal the Jaguars guy. I want Derek Brown. I just have a feeling the Panthers are going to take him. If that happens, I think the Jaguars will draft CJ Henderson and then probably K'Lavon Chaisson at number 20. I didn't remember saying that until someone told me I said that, and I was like, oh my God, I was actually spot on. Let's see. I didn't win the helmet, guys. I'm sorry. War says, what do you think of the personnel we have running for a 3-4? I think it's pretty good, man. It'll be cool. I love having outside linebackers and 2-point stances at the edge. It just looks scary. I really like that. Jonathan, hey, it's been a couple years since you posted. Couple years? I don't think it's been that long, has it? I don't think so. Sorry. Jamal Adams trade? Absolutely not. I don't want to commit. I don't want to pay a lot of money to a safety. That's just me though. I'd rather just draft, let him move on. I mean, I know he's an all-pro and everything, but I don't know. I'd rather just draft and develop. You think Josh Allen should have won Rookie of the Year? Absolutely. I mean, but I think Gardner Minshew has a better case for offense. Oh my gosh. $50 donation from Matthew. Oh my gosh. Thank you. That is crazy. $50 holla. He didn't say a comment, he just threw a sticker, but hey, man, that is crazy. $50. We are making it rain in this live stream. Let's go. Let's go. Dude, thank you so much, man. That really does mean the world to me. Thank you so much. That's awesome. I'm at a loss for words. Matthew, big baller. Thanks, man. Dude, you are the man. Project Mayhem with a $4.06 donation. He says, greetings from Helena, Montana's biggest Jags fan. That is crazy. How did you become a Jags fan from Montana? Shout out to Project and Matthew. Dude, I really appreciate that. Oh, that's great. Thank you. Thank you. Elliot says, I hate Titan Anderson. Yeah, I do. He's the worst. Matthew says, been watching since 2017 season, man. I know I'm starting to be around for a while. I always felt like my YouTube channel was pretty new. But damn, it's like, but I'm so glad, like, I was a YouTuber in 2017. The only thing I regret about 2017 is not doing like live reactions from games. Like, I wish I could have done it. I wish I could have looked back and watched recordings of me during like the Steelers playoff game and stuff like that. That would be crazy. Hey, Gator Chomp just joined the membership, dude. Thank you. Dude, we got awesome people, man. Thank you, Gator Chomp, for joining the Big Cat level. If you guys are interested in becoming members of the channel, I do member-only videos and stuff like that, and it's gonna be great. Like, really, once my school semester is over, and at the end of this month, I'll really be back and posting a lot, and I'll put a lot of time into that. But thank you to everybody, man. Gator Chomp, Project Mayhem, Matthew. Thank you guys all, man. It's great stuff. I love it. All right. OG Broken Game says, Titans fans are overrating their team. Wouldn't be surprised if we beat them this year. Yeah. Robert G.I., you paid back the money you bet on the helmet. That's true. I got my money back from the helmet and more. Julian says, I hate that people say we're going 2-14. I mean, it's a real possibility, but I don't see 2-14. I just see us getting more wins than that. I don't think our roster, because like, if you guys want to see a bad roster, compare our roster to the 2013 roster when we went 4-12. Like, back then we had Blaine Gabbert and Chad Henne at quarterback. This year we have Gardner Minshew. Back then we had, God, who was even our running back? Toby Gerhart. Now we have Leonard Fournette. Who was our wide receivers? Like Cecil Shorts, Mike Brown. Now we have DJ Chark, D.D. Westbrook, Laviska Shenault. Back then we had no D-line. This year we have, this year we have several. Yo, Jay, stop spamming. Yo, please don't spam the channel. I appreciate the excitement, but please don't spam. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Julian says, one time we went 14-2, and that was the best record in the NFL. Yeah, and I was in 199. I was like 6 years old then. I didn't even get to live it then. Loyal to Houston, how's everything going? I am good, man. How you been doing? Ready for the season to kick back up. I'm excited. I love doing these live streams, man. It gets me back up and excited. Because the only time I talk Jaguars is on my channel. So this stuff, it's very comforting just being able to talk about the Jags. I love it. Rashawn Wiggins, remember Mike Peterson? Very well. I was a big Mike Peterson fan, especially back then because I was a big Florida Gators fan. So I mean, I always loved the Florida Gators. Del Aquai says, Shenault is good when healthy. Yeah, I hope he can stay healthy, because the worst thing ever, I think, in a player is if you get a player that's like always injured. That's always so annoying. Scotty says, your girlfriend isn't a Jags fan? She does not care about football. But she wears Jags shirts, I guess. She wears my shirts. But yeah, she's not a football fan. Julian says, at least this season when we lost to the AFC Championship, the Titans had 1 yard to go. That's true. They extended it, but didn't get it. Charles, we still had Rasheed Matthews in 2013. That was a hell of a defense, if I remember right. Dude, yeah, going back to that, to the Titans thing, to them in a Super Bowl. Oh my gosh, could you imagine losing a Super Bowl like that? You were that short. Like, we thought the Miles Jack thing was close. That is literally that. They were that close, literally. It's crazy. Super gamer. That's crazy. This right here. This is literally how much further the ball had to be for them to have won a Super Bowl. Crazy to think. Gator Chomp, Fred Taylor deserves a Hall of Fame. I agree. I wish so bad. I wish so bad he was in a Hall of Fame. Like, we need to stop trying to, like, you know, make this big thing for Tony DeBassett to go to Hall of Fame. Like, we need to start focusing our attention on Fred Taylor because, honestly, by the numbers, he is, like, just as deserving, if not more deserving, because he's played more. You know, it's the only thing wrong against him was, like, he didn't have a lot of touchdowns, but that's because, you know, Coughlin used to pull him out and, you know, put another running back in to get the 1-2 yard needed for a touchdown. But yeah, we need Fred Taylor. Fred Taylor deserves to be a Hall of Fame, especially when you look at guys like Edgerrin James, Jerome Bettis. There's all these other guys that are in the Hall of Fame because they were on great teams and very, very, like, known teams, high profile teams. So yeah, it's just my thought. Elliot, I am so thankful I was born in Jacksonville. Hell yeah. Jared says Tony Baselli should be in a Hall of Fame already too. Yeah, it seems like Tony Baselli is almost losing traction, which sucks to say, but he is. Liam, I'm here because the Jaguars' great rebuild team. They have a lot of potential for a return to Saxonville in upcoming years. Yeah, I agree. Really, I mean, 2021, it's not like, the good thing about this year is that, like, when you look at the Jaguars, like, we may not be all that great in 2020, but 2021, we have a great chance to be great, especially if Gardner Minshew stays good. You know, if Gardner Minshew projects and excels the way we all want him to, then I think we have something. You know, especially when you have a guy on a cheap contract, a quarterback on a rookie contract. I mean, that helped propel the Chiefs into the Super Bowl because they have Patrick Mahomes and they're able to pay other guys. You know, the Eagles back then, even though Foles went to the Super Bowl, even though Foles won it for them, they didn't have any quarterbacks on big, expensive contracts. I mean, you see the Rams now. The Rams made it to the Super Bowl, but they paid Goff after that, and now they're starting to fall apart. Do you think we should pick up Cap or Cam? I like Minshew. I think we can pick one up. Well, I mean, Kaepernick's probably done. Let's be honest. I mean, Kaepernick hasn't played in the NFL in, 3 years, so he's probably out. Cam, I don't know. I feel like we know what we have in Cam Newton. I want to know what we have in Minshew. I mean, I wouldn't be mad about it, but I mean, at this point, we can kind of count Kaepernick out of it, you know. But maybe Cam. I think if Minshew doesn't work, we should get Cam. We shall see. Super Gamer Boy, do you think we will be starting? Who do you think will be the starting tight end next season? Definitely Eifert and hopefully Oliver. I mean, hopefully Oliver's going to be a starter. We threw a third-round pick at him, so hopefully he gets good. Ratchet, Elliot Clank, Elliot Crabtree. How do you get that Jaguar icon next to your name? You have to change your image in Google. Deba says, you heard about UCF players that tested positive for COVID. Yeah, I think three players tested positive for COVID on UCF, which is kind of a lot, right? Jack says, if Minshew doesn't work, I'd go with Lawrence or Fields. Yeah, I mean, the only way you're getting Lawrence is if you had the number 1 overall pick, because if you're the number 1 overall team, you probably have really quarterback issues, and you're going to be looking for draft a quarterback. And when you look at it in 2019 or 2020, teams were offering so much for the number 1 pick to get Burrow. Bengals weren't budging. It's going to be the same as I think with Trevor Lawrence. You're not going to be able to trade up to get him. You're going to have to land at number 1 to be able to get a Trevor Lawrence. Julian says, I like FSU. I like UCF. That's just me. Teal City Sports, like Troy Polamalu and Bill Cowher in the Hall of Fame, but come on, the Jaguars. Yeah, they get a lot of... Steelers get all the guys, man. Gator Chomp says, go Gators. War Clown says, I think Lawrence is going to be a bust. Well, he has very high. I mean, he could be a good quarterback and still be a bust. It's kind of like Reggie Bush. Like Reggie Bush, like I don't think he was necessarily a bust, but oh my gosh, like there was just so much hype behind Reggie Bush. I mean, he was I can't think of a more hyped up player ever for a draft. And I mean, he had an above average career. I mean, he didn't have a Hall of Fame career. I mean, he might have made a Pro Bowl or two, but I mean, he was a decent player. But I don't know. Why do we keep Morona for rebuilding? Because because I don't know. Shad Khan, at the end of the day, he doesn't know how to run an NFL team. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, he's done some good things, but I don't know. I would have started fresh. You guys know me. Gator Chomp, I agree. Just worry about safety. Blair Fournette is good, but it was a bit too hyped. Yeah, I agree. Like, I don't know. Fournette is frustrating to me. I mean, he's good, but man, he misses some holes. That's for sure. Will Fournette be gone next season? Yeah, I think Fournette will be gone unless, you know, like he's not going to get a huge contract. I don't think, and I'm not a big pay the running back guy. I would rather bring a guy in out of college, draft them in the third, fourth, fifth round, run them to the ground, and then draft our next guy. Of course, if you somehow fall into, like a really good running back, then maybe like Derrick Henry in the second round. If you come across a guy like that, you should have to find a way to pay him. But I mean, historically, these teams that pay the running back, they don't do well. Rams paid the running back, and he's already off the team. Fournette is a great athlete. Just wish for more. I'm up. Yeah, I mean, I'm the same exact way, man. When I drafted Fournette, I was wanting him to be Fred Taylor or Maurice Jones-Drew. Maybe that's too high, but when I drafted number 4 overall, I want him to be one of those guys. He is not. He is at least a tier or two below. And when you look at it, I mean, if we drafted Fournette in the 5th round and we're getting the production we had now, then that is outstanding. That is perfect. I have no problem with him. But man, when you draft him at number 4 overall, you are just wanting so much more out of him, and he hasn't really provided that. So maybe, I wish too highly of him. But at the end of the day, I don't know. At the end of the day, that's just how I feel. Do you think the Jags should go pick up Logan Ryan? Nah. I'm cool with what we got. Who was your favorite running back in the draft this year? This year, let me think. Who was my favorite running back? I have to think again. Gosh, it's been so long since the draft. Probably DeAndre Swift. I really like Swift. Teal City Sports, Zach Moss. But honestly, I could have gone with either of them. Like, Edward Slayer was nice. Hey, what's up, Jacob McDonald? What's happening, man? Rugby player says Taylor. Yeah, Fred Taylor's nice, man. Jet Central is Alfred Blue still in the market. I feel like he's the perfect fit for the Gruden offense. Nah, dude, we had Alfred Blue last year and we cut him. We cut him. Out of here. But Jared says, contract year for Fournette. I am. Oh, he's Jonathan Taylor. Oh, I thought we were still talking about Fred Taylor. Yeah, Jonathan Taylor's good. Unfortunately, he went to the Colts. But I know Jacob McDonald's a huge Fournette fan. I remember he liked the Steelers where he said, "Come at me." That was I like a lot about Fournette. I wish I could be fully on board with him because he is a funny person. I think he's a good little energy plug for the Jaguars, and he's funny. But I have high expectations for him. Robert says, I think we should have taken Grant Delpit instead of Chenault. I don't know. I think Chenault's going to be nice, I think. Would we have won the Super Bowl? Because I think we would have. Jacob says, wait until Fournette breaks 2,000 yards this year and becomes the 8th ever player to do it. Hey, I'm hoping so. Have there been 7 other players to break 2K? That's crazy. I thought it was only Chris Johnson. I could be wrong though. Elliot says, fun fact, Gardner Minshew is a 6th-round pick, same as Tom Brady. That's how you know he's been a GOAT. Yeah, man, Gardner Minshew, greatest 6th-round quarterback ever. Marcus Allen, Gator Chomp. Your expectations on the linebacker core? I think it could be good. I mean, we have a lot of money in it. We put a lot of money in the linebacker core, so I hope they can do something. Vision says, I don't think CJ Henderson will be that good, honestly. He's got all the tools. We'll see. Of course, he's not the most exciting pick, but the draft didn't fall to us this year like it has before. Brandon says, any news on Unique? Nope. Unique news is about as dead as the Jadeveon Clowney news. See, nothing's going to happen with Yannick Ngakoue if Clowney is still out there. Like, if Clowney is still available for free without trading draft picks, Yannick's going to have to wait, man. Yannick has dug a grave for himself because there's no way he's playing for the Jaguars in 2020 after saying the things he said on social media. No way. No way he does. But we'll see. I guess stranger things have happened, right? But I mean, what a crappy situation, you know. Well, all of our first rounders are boom or bust. Lots of raw talent just need to be refined. Yeah. I mean, we had a huge hole at cornerback, so I'm not mad with that pick. Lancer, is there a chance the Jags make the playoffs? Yes, there's a chance. Gardner Minshew has to be great. Our rookie class has to really contribute, and we have to stay healthy. Those are the 3 keys to playoffs. Thoughts on Jalen Hurts? I mean, we'll see. I mean, I thought it was he might. I mean, I know they're gonna try to use him like Taysom Hill with like Taysom Hill with the Saints. But man, a 2nd round pick for something like that, that's a little rich for me. But I think Jalen Hurts owes Taysom Hill a little bit of money, right? Bobby says, who's going to be the biggest star this season? DJ Chark DJ Chark I hope it's Gardner Minshew. I can't piss off Ramsey and Unique and Madden franchise at least. That's true. Dell says Carson Wentz gets hurt every year. Yeah, he does. Oh my God! Remember last year? Wasn't Josh McCown having a quarterback for them in the playoffs last year? Thoughts on CJ Henderson? Big, lengthy cornerback, speedy guy. 2019, they were, he didn't want to tackle anybody. I think he was trying to protect his draft stock. But I don't know. I'm hoping great things for CJ Henderson. I'm hoping great things. Brand Burner, Eagles record prediction, 7-9. Somebody's got to win in that division, right? I think 8-8 won it last year, or 9-7 or something. OG Broken Games, Denzel Mims is not that good to me. Yusef, what do you think of the rest of the division? I think they all suck. The rest of the AFC South sucks. Fuck them. I guess they're all right. I think at the end of the day, if I were to say who I think wins the AFC South, I don't know. I'm going to say I think the Colts will win the AFC South. But honestly, it seems like it's such a 3-way battle between Titans, Colts, and Houston. You can go up. You can go for either of them. Jacob says, honest record prediction. I think the Jags go. I think they go 6-10. That's my gut. I hope we do better. I really do, but because it's gonna be tough to watch the 6-10. But just my thoughts. At least the Jags. What do you guys think about the Jags uniforms? I like them. I think they're nice. The only way they can go better is if they make teal the primaries. I wish teal was our primaries. Jacob says, "What? Come on, man. Hey, I gotta say it how I feel. I hope the Jaguars prove me wrong and go 12-4, because that'd be, God, when the Jags are winning, there's nothing better. Having some more blinding faith for another season. What you have to do as a Jags fan, you have to prepare for the worst and hope for the best. If I mentally prepare myself that the Jaguars will go 4-12, then I won't be that disappointed when it happens. But if I remember in 2016, I thought the Jaguars were going to be so good, and they sucked think they went like 3-13 or 5-11, and it was bad. Gmo says, UCF, I would let you date my daughter. Appreciate that, man. That's high praise from a father. Letting somebody date their daughter, give them the stamp of approval. It's called Gator Chomp, LOL. Brandon says, I like all blacks, but that's bad for Florida. What? I like the all black. I read all blacks. I'm like, let's not talk about this. But he says, I like the all black, but that's bad for Florida. Yeah, I mean, the all black's good. I like the all black. I like teal on white, I think is the best. I think teal on black is really nice, but I think teal on white needs to be our traditional look. We switched it up by going teal on black, and then for like a night game, one game out of the year when we play at night, I think our night game needs to be black on black. I think that would look the coolest. Let's see. Elliot says, I miss Blake Bortles. Yeah, I know a lot. Blake Bortles is a free agent right now. I mean, Jags aren't going to take him because Jags have like, I think, 4 quarterbacks on the roster right now. They have Gardner Minshew, Josh Dobbs, Mike Glennon, whatever he is, and that 6th-round pick we got. I forget his name. They need stripes on the pants. I like how it is. I think Blake Bortles might retire. He won't retire. I mean, he'll stay around. I mean, he'll take a phone call because even league minimums like what 600, 700,000. It's a lot of guap. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of guap, especially for us people. Everybody in here. That's 600, 700,000 a year is more than anybody in this chat is making. Thank you, Monty. Jake Luton is a 6th-round pick from Washington State. I like the 2013 to 2017 uniforms. Just changed the helmet. No, there was too much going on for me. Those uniforms made me appreciate simplicity. You know, then you see other teams. Other teams are going back to standards. The Browns went too crazy. They went back to normal ones. You saw the Buccaneers. They went too crazy. They went back to normal ones. The Jaguars did that. And now you have the Falcons. The Falcons changed their uniforms. And they're going to be reverting back. Their uniforms are horrible. They will revert back in 5 to 6 years whenever you're allowed to update the uniforms back. And they're going to be back to standards. You know what I mean? Mighty Duck Action. What's good, UCF? Jaguars suck. Well, thank you for that. Julian says, I am wearing a Fournette jersey. I am wearing, you want to see the shirt I'm wearing? Anybody understand this reference? Vandalay Industries. Imported, exported of fine latex goods. Let me know, let me know what show that is from. I guarantee you at least one person will know this show. Will Golan, I actually really like the Falcons unis. I don't. Dell got it right. Seinfeld. Vandalay Industries. Sky Brooks is in North Carolina. Project Mayhem says Seinfeld. Yeah, everyone's like, if you're not a Seinfeld fan, you're just gonna think this is like a regular shirt. You're just gonna think, oh, Vandalay Industries, whatever that is, repping his company shirts. I should tell people I work for Vandalay Industries. Owen says, I got a hat signed by Gus Bradley. Should I burn it? I think everybody, if you've gone to a training camp practice, like Gus Bradley was the easiest autograph to get. He signs for everybody. So I think everybody has a, you know, in my videos, when you see the Jaguar behind me, that thing's signed by Gus Bradley. I have a Star Lab sweater. There you go. Monty says, we should do a fantasy league. Yeah, maybe there's 2 different things I should do for a fantasy league. I have some ideas. Maybe, because the thing about fantasy leagues is if I do a fantasy league, like I have 8,000 subscribers and only like I could do 1 league with 10 people, 2 leagues, you know, get 20 people total. So it excludes too many people. And I notice when things aren't for money, people don't really tend to join. But maybe I'll do like FanDuel. Maybe we can do like highest points gets this, or maybe we can do like pick'ems, or maybe I just close off the fantasy leagues to people who are like, you know, members of the channel or something. Because I know Monty's a member of the channel. Maybe I do that, but you know, maybe a fantasy team is something I should kind of look into. Elliot says Jags gonna go 16-0. Yes, sir. We shall see. Our division is trash. We have a shot. Our division isn't necessarily trash, but there's no team I look at. Like, it's not like we have the Chiefs in our division where it's like, oh, if we're the Raiders, do we have a chance to win the division? No, we have the Chiefs. Or, if you're the AFC North, if you're the Bengals, do we have a chance to win? No, we had the Ravens. So at least that's looking up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not trash. It's definitely not elite, but I think we do have a good group of like I'd say the Colts, Texans, and Titans are all above average. I know the Texans did some sketchy things personnel wise, but they still have Deshaun Watson. As long as they have Deshaun Watson, they're gonna have a chance. Jack says, "What would you say the Jags' weakest spot?" Safety. Safety is the weakest spot. Um, let's see. I think Texans and Colts top two teams in our division. Yeah. Will Golden says, "What away games they plan on going to?" I'm not sure yet, especially with all the COVID stuff. I'm not sure. I might try to make it out to the LA Chargers game. That might be a fun game to go to. Skybrook says D Hop is gone and no O line. Yeah, but the Texans are going to be like the Seahawks. As long as the Seahawks have Russell Wilson, they're going to be going 10-6, making playoff runs. Like when you look at the Seahawks, like they never have a great team, but Russell Wilson is able to propel them to the playoffs. It's the same exact thing with the Texans. As long as they have Deshaun Watson, they're going to be at least in contention. Owen says, "I guess Florida isn't afraid of COVID." No, we are not. I mean, I still wear my mask when I go out, but I'm not going to stay quarantined and stay inside 24/7 just because of this. I had to get out of the house. Sky High Brooks, as long as we got Minshew, we will be good. I hope so. Yeah, I've been going live for 52 minutes. I will go live for 8 more minutes. Once it hits 1 hour, I'll be out of here. And I appreciate everyone for joining, man. Be sure to drop a like on the video. Also, guys, I have channel memberships. So if you guys are interested in maybe becoming a member of the channel, you guys can do that by hitting the join button. If that's something that you guys might want to for member-only perks and whatnot. Up to you guys. If you guys have the funds and the well-being to do it, feel free to do that. But yeah. Seabroker says, "I just woke up. My sleep schedule's so messed up." That's crazy. Derry Williams will be the Tom Brady on the Tampa Bay. Julian says, "I have never been to a Jags game because I'm a newer Jags fan. 2014. And all the bucket games I've been to, my brother's favorite team, I've only been to Chiefs and Bengals." So where do you live? Are you in Jacksonville or are you just in Tampa? I think Ronnie Harrison will be great in the future. Yeah, I think Ronnie Harrison's a little overrated. I'm a little underwhelmed by Ronnie Harrison. Teal City Sports. We should take over the Chargers Stadium and call it Operation Takeover. Yeah. Tekken, what is the hottest game you've been to? Any game in week 1. The Packers game, week 1, 2016. Hot as hell. The Chiefs game in 2019. Holy hell. Were you guys at that game week 1? That game was burning hot. Even a few weeks later, the Saints game was so hot. I mean, any game in September at 1 o'clock in Jacksonville is burning hot. It's burning hot. What do you guys think? And it sucks because, we're still in playoff contention in September and October, and it's so hot. And then November and December, the weather is so perfect for Jaguar games, but we suck by then. And it's not very motivating to go to the Jags games when we suck like that. Tekken says, "Chiefs game was a nightmare." Yeah. Oh, it was. And I was so down after that game because I'm like, we got our starting quarterback. Our season's over because Nick Foles is injured. God, how horrible was that? With our possible 3 first-round picks, don't forget, we should take a safety. Julian says, "I live in Puerto Rico now, back in my hometown." Oh, my girlfriend's from Puerto Rico. Robert says, "With our possible 3 first-round picks, possibly 1 from Jan, should we take a safety?" Yeah, I mean, if one falls to us, I don't think we're gonna get a first-round pick for Jan. Maybe we do, but with the way it's going, I mean, Clowney, you can sign him without giving up draft picks, and he's still unsigned. Dell says the home jerseys should be all white in September. Yeah, in the first 6 weeks of the season, the Jaguars wear white as their home uniforms. So, and I think our white, I like the clean of our white. Oh, and do you remember the 2017 Chargers game? I remember going to it then and seeing your vlog. Yeah, dude, that was a great game. That was a really good vlog too. It was a good game for it. If you guys haven't checked it out, man, I did a vlog in 2017 of me going to the Chargers game. I got in the pools. The Jaguars went to overtime. It was great. So check that out. Will says, well, they wear white on black way too often. Yeah. Well, it's because we wear white the first 6 home games of the week, and then we wear white when we're away, so we just end up wearing white a lot. Gmo, Jag's weakest position is corner until proven otherwise. Yeah, I guess you're right there. Because I guess our guys are kind of unproven. Rams white jerseys look dirty. Sonic says, wait, Jags was formed in 1993. That means 1996. Jags were, I guess they were technically founded in 1993, but their first year wasn't until like 95. Teal is an awesome color. I love teal. Like baby blue, that's my favorite color. And any variation, I love blue. I love teal. I love navy blue. I like all the blues, so I have no problem with it. Yeah, guys, I'll be on here for another 4 minutes. Shoot me your questions if you hasn't already. Shad Khan doesn't want to trade Unique, but he traded Ramsey. That's funny. Yeah, well, Ramsey started sitting out, and he was just like, yeah, I guess we got to just get rid of him. He didn't want to, but it had to be done. Dell says midnight teal. I don't know what color that is. Teal is my birthstone. Trey's very underrated. Yeah, Trey Herndon had a pretty decent year. Hopefully he can keep developing well, but for the circumstances, man, he was we couldn't have asked for more really out of Trey Herndon. And I guess his stats technically were better than Ramsey's. Brandon Brown, yes. I agree, Brandon Brown, yes. If Jags do good on defense, we go into the playoffs like last year. We didn't go to the playoffs last year. Do you remember when Jacksonville blew out 20? I don't remember it. I knew it happened, but I was 6 back then, so I wasn't really processing football. That's another thing, guys. We are big fans of the Jaguars this year and whoever plays the Rams. Let's hope the Rams lose all their games so we get the #1 pick from them. Eddie, did you watch the AEW hold a pay-per-view at the Jags Stadium? I did not. It's Minshew Future. That's his name. We shall see. My least favorite. I hope Garner will bring us the Super Bowl. I hope, man. Jarvis says, yo, big fan of your channel. Appreciate that, man. I am the Jaguar guy on YouTube. Jaguar Man UCF 41 here. Back with another video. Jared, that was Marino's last game. Got crushed. I know. We retired Marino, baby. I love it. Let's see. Think Foles starts for the Bears. Yeah, definitely. He definitely starts for the Bears, I think. Who is your favorite player? Mine is MJD. Fred Taylor is my favorite of all time. Love me some Fred Taylor. I just thought, what if we do have a losing season and we firing everybody? Obviously means our nose QB. Yeah, we'll see. But all right, guys, I'm going to end it here. I need some water. My voice is getting hoarse. But thank you guys all so much for joining, man. Thank you so much, Eddie. Taking us my world through a $2 donation in here. I appreciated that. Also, big shout out to Matthew for the big $50 donation. Project Mayhem, I think it was, threw me like $4. And I appreciate all the donos. Julian says, Duval. Sky High Brooks says, bye. Please do this again. I will. I'll try to do this more. Streams are nice. It's fun. I can kind of talk to you guys. So shout out to you guys. Elliot, Jared, Robert, Owen, Teal City Sports, Chase, bye, man. Thanks for a great stream. Appreciate that, man. But yeah, man, hope you guys all stay safe. Be anti-racist. Hopefully everything goes good for you guys. And treat others nicely. Treat others the way you want to be treated. I hope you guys all take care. And of course, go Jags.